I decided the springleaf drum is not a great magic card. So I decided to cut it. And I was like, I saw somebody on Twitter mention that people treat Urza Saga as if it was a land, but reality should be treating it as if it was a spell. Basically, Urza Saga is a spell for all intents and purposes. So if you treat this as a spell, so it's treated as something that costs mana, and it also costs mana over 2 turns, then it doesn't make much sense to... It makes sense to play more lands, right? So that was the idea. Then one of the things that I really disliked with Urza Saga was to get my drum, because I was stuck on 3 lands instead of getting my 4th land. So I had to get a drum, and then, drum kind of sucks. You have to tap your creatures, you're not attacking, you want to kill your opponent, you want to be tapping things. So I figured, why don't we cut the drum, and we had another land. And the first land I thought about was Urborg. And then I thought, why not play a couple of Horizon canopies that can sometimes, and I'm seeing very rarely sometimes, can cast lures. But most interestingly, they can cycle, right? So one of the problems, of course, with playing 26 lands is that you can get too many lands. But this, you can cycle them, so it's kind of good. They can also make Zavaz fly, so there's synergy there. It also casts a Scalestone one, so we can go down one pathway to play another Blinkmoth Nexus, so we get even more utility out of our lands. And I had this wild idea while I was playing by the river. And this is what we're going to try. We're playing 4 steerings, because my theory is that steering set's better when you have more lands, because, well, you don't need to steerings for lands so often, so you can steerings for, your good cards. Also, steerings allows you to find your one of Urborg, which is, basically the only reasonable way of casting lures in this deck. And steerings, and I think playing 26 lands also makes animation module better, right? Because you will not, be in a situation where you're stuck on 3 lands, because you popped an Urza Saga. And when you have 4 or 5 lands is when animation models start to shine. I think there's a lot of grind going on right now, so that's what I'm thinking. On the sideboard, I'm ready for Rhinos. I'm ready for some graveyard stuff. Void, Dismembers, a lot of Dismembers. Claims, the usual, right? One build of Summer, I'm expecting quite a bit of Armistice Charms, I don't know why. And I've cut the Torpor Urge because it seems that Elementals have died, and nobody's missing them. And I'm sure I'm gonna find an Elementals deck this second when we just join this Modern League. It's just waiting for me to be there. But hey, it's what it is, The deck does look cool. I never thought in my wildest dreams I would play 26 lands, but I was really close to playing 25 lands. And in fact, we were playing 25 lands not so long ago, because we were playing 24 lands with the drum. So I was thinking, okay, drum sucks. Let's put another land in, right, instead of drum. I was thinking of going up to 26 mana sorcerer, if you will. So yeah, this is what makes sense to me. I don't know. The list looks kind of clean. I don't know what to say. Maybe I could cut a Dismember and a Veil of Summer for 2 Torpor Orbs if Elementals is still popular somehow. Maybe have a Relic main deck instead of a Worker, or instead of a Steerings. These are small adjustments you can make to the deck list. I don't think they're not that important compared to other things you can do. Let's see. I haven't played Magic in almost 2 weeks, so it's kind of good. Good to be back. Playing some Magic. But yeah, how you guys been? Have you missed me? Who are you watching? How many were playing the usual and boundary list again? How many lands? I was playing 24 lands. I was playing the full Pathway, Grove, even one one Spire of Industry, and the drum. So it was playing 10 red sources to support the Goblin Bombardment. This deck does play less red sources if you think about it. Maybe it's a mistake, but I don't know. So I think normally you wouldn't go below 24 lands on Scales, nowadays. I think that's just the minimum. With 4 Sagas, I would even say that yeah, right. That's what I think too. I'm always man, I wish I had lands. Here, this hand is good. You know what I mean? And if we draw another land, it's not even that bad. It's a new card. Kind of playing Reborn right now, passing. That means if they play a 1-drop that I can ping, I can do it if I really want to. I always felt the same. I was like, man, I really want to land here, and I was never getting it. I don't know what we're playing against. Just gonna play Scales and Ozolis here. Next turn we can like vaporize my opponent's board, probably, with a 6/6 Ballista. Also, playing tap lands favors having more lands, right? Wow, cycling Horizon Canopy turn 2. Wow. What happened to Magic while I was away? That's a shit ton of lands this guy must have. Maybe he's trying the 26-line 4 Ether Vials version of the deck. You know, my opponent could have paths, could have things. I don't think I'm gonna expose my... I'm just gonna go ahead and play Worker first. I'm not gonna grab... I can save my Ballista for... Maybe that was bad, actually, because... Could have played the 2-drop here and then play a 1... Yeah, maybe that was bad. Yeah, that's probably bad. Maybe if I draw a line, it's not bad. You know, like, next turn we run and tap line, we are, like, winning for sure, so... And I like these because my opponent has Skyclave Aberration, Path to Exile. This looks like a Path to Exile to me. Very good shape still. Like, and we have, alright, we have 23 lands in our deck, right? So we can probably draw a land here. Red flavor 11. That's a follow, man. You can tell red flavor 10 and below to follow me too. That's fine. So, you know, if I play a Ballista and they path it, it's not the end of the world, but it's also not, you know, like the greatest. My opponent could have like a Skyclave Aberration into double ephemerate or some bullshit like that, and then it's of course rough. Because then these things will disappear. Or even triple ephemerate. Also, I don't think they play Engineer's Process, no? Well, they casted this. They take my Ozolis, and I guess I have a Flitter Wiz, so they will take this too. Yo! Angkor, how are you, man? No, alright. So they will exile 3 things, in fact. Well, yeah, 2 things, sorry. I don't know what they will... Will they exile the last here? Oh, the Scales. Yeah, whatever. I'm so good, man. Alright, so what we're gonna do here... we can actually just do so much damage here. I'm gonna grab one of the guys. Can I get the second? No. Well, that's great to hear. I'm gonna tag, you know, if they block it's not the worst. And then I'll just ping them. I think it's better just to mow down their board right now. So if I ping here twice, there's no need for that. Just kill these and kill these. You know, this keeps, you know, if they have ephemerate, it just goes away. We got a 1/1. Well, you know, sometimes I go 1 for 2, so don't worry. Funny enough, we missed a land drop. You know, and we have 26 lands. Cycle? Man, my opponent is flooded. Jesus. The second land is cycle and it's turn 5. I mean, if my opponent taps out here, even if they deal with the Scales or something, they're like in a rough position here. In rough shape, let's say. It's not a good shape to be in. It's not the shape that you call your mom and tell her, Mom, I'm in great shape. I've been going to the gym. It's more like a kind of crappy shape. That's a lot of flood, though. And they had a good turn. Like Skyclave, Flicker Wisp. I mean, it's strong. It's potent. He votes. Your runes. So you wanna excel this guy? I will let the trigger resolve, right? Is he just doing it on the upkeep like that? Should just. That's not how you do it. Or whatever. All right. Oh. You wanna exile my worker? Sure, bro. All right. Happy you. Oh yeah. Or the Saga of all the cards. Very nice. So if he blocks here, then it only takes me one ping, and if he blocks here, we put the counters here, and it's fine too. If they block, sorry. Well, he's called. They're called Danny. I guess you could be called Danny and be a female. All right. So now you have another ephemerate that can ping it, and now they don't have anything to bring back with ephemerate. This is not lethal, no? So sack here, it's a 4/4, 7/7, puts on counters, no. It is not lethal. Everyone has 2 cards in hand, so they really need to have something. Rebound goes to exile. So they're basically playing a white taxes deck. Mono white taxes with solitude and all that stuff. We could have a second solitude here. I draw. Yeah, I could pull lures in my hand, but it's just bad to just make a construct, right? I mean, this is like lethal, but there's no need to go crazy here. You know, you can kill them. Like, I can obviously kill them here, but there's no point. I have constructs coming up. Maybe I could have killed them there, but who cares? I mean, it's stupid to pop my board to get to try to kill them with a ballista, and then my opponent just goes past to exile, and I'm like, you know, I still think I would win, but there's no really need to take a risk. Like, they're dead on board next turn anyway, right? And next turn we can get an Osiris, which even keeps us more safe from removal, right? So I think we're in great shape here. And this is what I mean, you know, like right now, if I have 1 less land, for example, and I pop my Saga, I'm left with 3 lands. That kind of sucks. Evoke. Alright, that was a great one. Alright, so we're playing against Death and Tax. I don't have my Topo Orb, of course. As I said, I wouldn't have. I guess Pithy Meal is okay too. Yeah, I'm probably not even the best to learn from in that regard. I make a lot of silly keeps sometimes. I'm guessing welding jars are kind of bad, right? They're just straight up bad in this matchup. Make out a steering since I'm bringing in for these members. I think I like module. I think I like having a lot of lands versus my Taxes opponent. I think I like this member because it can cut all this like flickering bullshit. Pithing Needle can name Stoneforge Mystic. It can name Battle Skull. It can name Aether Vial. Yeah, mulliganing is very hard, and when people make like guides for decks, they oftentimes forget that. So they never tell you, like nobody talks about it, you know? Nobody talks about how, like the complexity of mulliganing, because you kind of need to imagine the game, and you need to kind of sit there and think, like, how's the game gonna go? Like, do I have a plan with this hand? Especially post board. Like this hand, for example. I think this hand has a plan. I can go turn 1 Scales, turn 2 Hangawak, turn 3 make a construct. That's not a bad. Yeah, knowing what to side out is, I think that's actually good practice to make, is to think what is not good in this matchup. Like, before you bring anything in, think what is not good, you know, or what I'm trying to accomplish in there. So I think I like this hand. It's also pretty land heavy hand, which means that, you know, even if they have like ghost quarters and shit, like, doesn't really matter so much. I still think I go Scales 1 on 1, Hangawak on 2. So this hand, you know, that was my reasoning. I'm not overthinking it either. I'm just like, okay, I like lands versus this deck. That's a Stoneforge. Damn it. I'm not gonna mulligan aggressively for this member, for example. Hello, Lee and Sarah. Yeah, you're probably right. They should be playing Claim, but since they're playing Color Complete, that has gotten a bit worse. I still think that since we have so many lands, I think the plan of just making constructs and chilling is a good one. Yeah. Too bad I drew both my basics when I'm playing against a freaking Ghost Quarter deck. Really? You're not playing Caldera, man? You end up with a Stoneforge and you don't play Caldera, you just play this to exile this. And it's good. It's good, but you give me a chance to draw a Dismember, you know? But, yeah. I mean, they still can play the Caldera. Damn it, Field of Ruin. The Field of Ruin is basically Street Mine here. Why are you tapping the Ghost Quarter? Alright, that's kind of bad for me, though. So I was kind of counting on my... Because this is really bad for me, so I drew both my basics. Yep. Okay, this didn't really pan out. I drew both my basics, and if I had my basic here, I think I would be in an okay shape. I haven't lost yet, you know what I mean? I'll take it here. I haven't really lost, but I'm not in a winning position, let's say. I drew a lot of lands. It's quite unfortunate, honestly. I don't really know what to do with my... I guess I can activate this and make this a 2-2, and maybe we can block. Block here. It says like Summoning Sickness. Yeah, it's not looking good. I had a really good hand, and I know I'm playing a lot of lands, but this can also happen to your 24 land deck. It's not like, oh, because I'm playing 26 lands, all of a sudden I'm only drawing lands. It's just I kept a 5-lander and I've only drawn lands. And I drew both my basics, so my Ghost Quarter's opponent is basically Street Mine. Which is a bit annoying. Opponent doesn't attack with that, that's a mistake. They could attack with this. Because my opponent can just Ghost Quarter me here. I'm like, basically this Ghost Quarter is Street Mine right now, so yeah. Ether Vial, here you go. Another one, bro. Flicker Wisp this. I guess kill this. Sure. And this is not looking great. Oh, they just Flicker Wisp that. Sure. I mean, my opponent has a hell of a hand. It's not gonna see it here. I'm gonna win. I basically kept a 5-lander and I drew only lands. Yeah, I guess. But I like this member, as I was saying, especially if they're playing Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, I think I like my plan. Just, happens, You draw 6 lines in a row. Like, what did I draw? Like 4 lines in a row? I was on the draw too, so I drew actually 5 lines in a row. I like this because it does not have the thing, you know. So this can kill a cat or a Stoneforge with a Lana Waterborn, which is not bad. Doesn't have any basics, that's what I was trying to say. I don't like Steering Sing first because, I have things to do with my mana anyway. So I can go Saga into Grove or Saga into Playing Moss. Okay, that's a good one, I guess. I'm gonna keep. Should I keep my counter? I'm gonna graft. If they have Stoneforge, it's better to graft. I mean, they could have Giver Runes, and then it's trickier, I guess. So I plan to make a construct next turn. At least we're on the play, right? So the dynamics of it is so different. Okay, this can get me Pithing Needle and name both the vials. It's not the worst. I'm playing the Bling Mouse Nexus, so I have the option to tap for green this if needed. I'm gonna make a construct here. I think people don't make constructs enough. Like, I was hearing like the discussion on the Discord the other day, and I was like, you guys realize that the constructs are actually like crazy good cards, right? You know, they are the brokenness. That's a giver. That's fine. I mean, kind of protect itself. I mean, they have like Cat into Ghost Quarter or Philorine. I guess that's bad. I mean, Philorine, it's not the worst. But if I do get to untap with Saga, and I get to get my Pithing Needle and name. Especially because probably I'll take them by surprise, right, if I do that. Let's just make a construct here. I don't know what they could have. I mean, they can path my walkable list, but I'm gonna ping the giver. You know, when they have removal, it's better to do this. So it's another Saga. Just gonna tap here. All right. So just gonna get the needle and name Ether Vial here. All right. I think we're gonna play a second Saga here. Just hit them. Play a second Saga and pass a turn. Maybe, oh, what I should have done actually is play the Saga first and then activate my Blink Mouse Nexus to make this a 5/5. Should I play the Saga? Yeah, it's better to play the Saga, get it rolling for next turn. Next turn I can Steerings plus make a construct if I want to. Yeah, but basically naming Ether Vial means that I cut basically my opponent missed a land drop too, so I only have 2 mana. I have a 2/4/4, like it's a Ghost Quarter. So they can Skyclave Apparition, for example, and kill these. But that's a much better proposition for me. Yeah. I mean, it's still bad, right? Should I ping it now? No, they have it either. They have to draw this land. If they didn't draw exactly this land, they would have been in a wall of hurt here. And this has been a long game already. Feels like it at least. Sure. That's probably Figure Wisp, right? Yeah. Alright. They could have done it. I know they couldn't. So I get a 1/1, not the worst. Not the worst. See who they target. If they target the Ballista, I'm just gonna ping the... Maybe they take this. Can they take... Ah, it says non-land, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna kill the Giver Runes here. You go down. These are 2/2s now. Oh, another one? Jesus, man. Stoneforge? Kataki. Ugh. So I can pay 2 for these two, play a Ballista Pink here. Yeah, I think that's the best play. I can wait for their turn, right, and make them tax them on the vials. Alright. We got that. Please. Okay, maybe I should ping right now, because if they have Ephemerate, I mean World of Hurt here. Like, if they have Ephemerate, this is really rough. Is it though? I lose my Ballista, they keep this. They pay 2. I think I'm attacking with these two at least. And not this guy, no. This for later. Alright. I'll take this trade, I think. Okay. Hopefully I don't have a... The fact is I only have one artifact, right? So... They got the Jesus into the Ghost Quarter. That's kind of bad. Giver. Take my Saga. At least I have my basics now. Alright, so it's time to Stirrings here. It's an Urban Ravager. Play another Saga. Play this big boy. They're 9, so it's better to attack. They do. They do sometimes. I think I like killing the Giver more than killing the other thing. Sometimes they do run Stone for like the thing with the taxes deck is a deck that kind of taxes itself too. Another Kataki. You do it in the end step, man. Oh, Stoneforge. Alright, so they can get Batterskull here, or they can get Caldera, I guess. They could have Baldazine. But Caldera, you know what I mean? It's like still not like killing me right now. Because I was afraid of a Ephemerate. Or like a Flicker Wisp. Or something that... Imagine I wait until the upkeep, I ping it. And then my opponent responds with a Flicker Wisp. Blinking it. I mean, maybe it's bad to play that, but... I guess I could get lures in my hand next turn and make a construct too. Alright, what is that, boy? That would be... Oh my god, man. So many Sky Gull operations. I could take that. So take 7 here. I have 1 card in hand. So I think we just do the same steerings. I think getting another Ravager is just good, right? So I can make a Ravager and a Construct here. Next turn I can threaten lethal with the Blink Moss. Yeah, it's a risky play. So I have 2 cards in hand. Like, if they don't deal with this Saga right now, I think I'm in a good position. I'll take 5. I do play 4 these members, by the way, guys, so I actually can. It's a lot of lands, man. I actually can deal with this, but I haven't drawn any. I basically just drew lands. It's like you put 1 extra land in your deck, and your oh fuck, Batter Skull. Why now? Oh, they're afraid of the second Pithing Needle. I only play 1 though. Hi, Rudy Rudius, how are you? I mean, Variation was really good. I'm here like seeing if I can beat some Taxes opponents. My opponent got Flicker Wisp. So let's say I get an Ozolis. Sack this boy, this boy, this boy. That's 4. So I only lose to Flicker Wisp, really. So I think I'm gonna go for it. It's going good. Vacation went really well. Today is going pretty well too. I mean, if they have Flicker Wisp exactly, I lose. But that's just life, you know? But I have 1 card in hands. Dude, you got a lot of scales. How fast you just make a 9/9. Out of nowhere we make a 9/9 with flying. Okay, this Blinkmon Nexus is the addition of the deck, and it seems to be pretty good. Actually, the Flicker Wisp doesn't even do it, because this guy is, well, they could have Flicker Wisp this, but... Alright, 1-0. Be right back, guys, 1 sec. Just whatever. Brown over brain. Alright. You know, playing lures with 3 ways to casting lures is a testimony of how like, what a design lures is. I like this hand. So, people asking me, like, do you think this hand is good? I think this hand is very good against monkeys and against all of that, because we have turn 2 Ballista. We have a lot of threats. We have 2 Llanowar Reborns, which are kind of pseudo scales. And it scales well with almost any enabler, like Ozolis, Animation Module. So even more lands are good for this, like, you know, so in general, I think this hand is pretty good. So I like playing the Reborn first, so if my opponent plays like a Ravagan, a DRC, I just ping it. We're very ahead at that point. My opponent molt, and play the Breeding Pool. And Alright, it's a Rhinos deck, so that's just life, you know. Sometimes you play against Rhinos. Alright, so I'm gonna play the Scales and the Zavas. These can allow me to win relatively quickly if I play how bolted Hangod. Alright, I'll explain right now. How, like, if they bolt a Hangavac while they have a Soulscar Mage, you do get the same amount of top-tiers as counters you had, because it dies with the +1 counters and the minus counters at the same time. So it will die with those counters. Then yeah, right. I'll try to remember. So you basically will get like any like if you had like three, let's say you had 2 counters, you will get three top-tiers. On the Ozolist though, you will get 0 counters because the Ozolist will get both the plus and the minus counters. This is a Brazen Borrower if I've ever seen one, right? Alright. I think I'm gonna tag them first. I think I'm kind of cool. My opponent probably, almost surely, has a Brazen Borrower here, right? Or a Bone Crusher Giant. I mean, yeah, Bone Crusher Giant, it's kind of bad, or Fire. Oh well, that's fine. So I'm gonna play my Ballista and graft one of them. So I make a 4/4 Ballista. Next time I have lethal with the Ravager and the Hangavac. So if they tap out, we're fine. So, and this also protects against fire, and it gets protects against Bone Crusher Giant, all those good stuff. I'm not gonna grab the second one. I want to grab the second one onto the Hangavac. So yeah, there's a lot of explanation. I mean, this happens a lot actually. But it's very. Do you guys remember when turn 1 Monastery Swiss Spear was the best play in the format? So my opponent could have Crashing Footholds here, like Violent Outbursts here, right? Yo también hablo solo, pero intento seguir los streams de aprender inglés y poder verte jugar a la baraja que me gusta. Seguir hablando inglés en el canal. Puedes hacerlo como prefieras. Si prefieres practicar inglés, we just speak English. You know? Much better. Okay, I think I'm gonna play the Ravager first. See what they do. They could have subtly, some versions play subtly. I think it's bad, but shit, they just conceded. The power of Scales, guys. I was planning on playing the Hangavac, putting all the counters on the Hangavac and doing things, but no need. I should have drafted them to this route. Alright. So we beat the Rhinocerons. I like these against Rhinocerons, of course. I like these 3 cards. I do like Veil of Summer. Because they play Brazen Borrower. Let's see. Let's look at the Rhinocerons list, guys. Let's look at it. Let's just have a look. We got... They play Force of Negation, Prismatic Command, Dead Gone, Fire and Ice, Brazen Borrower. I think that's a good enough reason. They play Foundation Breaker and Force of Vigor on the sideboard, and they also play Blood Moons. I don't think they bring in Blood Moons against us, right? So we keep the Welding Jars, we bring in all these things. We definitely got the Module, and maybe a Worker. We definitely got the... Is that Urberg good? I mean, Urberg is good. It's just something... It doesn't really allow them to cast anything, right? No, it's just kind of bad. Like, Urberg doesn't really allow them to do anything, so I think I'll keep the Urberg. Because I gotta think, this matchup is kind of fast. I like keeping 3 steering so we can look for the hate pieces, but I don't want to spend my whole game just looking for a hate piece against mouse. Yeah. 26 lands, guys. That's special. We could definitely cut a land for this matchup because it's not so grindy. I mean, they probably have like... Yeah, I think I like my 3 Welding Jars. I actually don't know what to cut, guys. Maybe a land for this matchup is fine. Maybe I'll cut the Urborg. Makes their mana less painful. Yeah. There's almost no way. Okay, no, never mind. I'll cut one Horizon Canopy, actually. It's just taking a lot of damage is bad. I play like... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, Lure is not in your deck, you know? It's free. Like, it's literally like one sideboard card, which is okay. It's like... It's a cost, but it's so low cost that... my only real chance of casting Lures is with Urborg. Shit, okay. So let's look at this hand, right? Like, I think this hand is a mulligan. And, you know, I'm going to try to talk a lot about the opening hands. If you look at this hand, it has potential. So if we draw like a green source off the top, and we go Scales, Osiris, Reborn, then we can actually try to kill them. But if we don't draw a land, we're probably going to lose the game. Like, that's just that simple, right? And this line being tapped means that we'll be like one turn behind anyway, and if we miss a line on top of that, we're just done. So we're mulliganing. My opponent is also mulliganing, which makes me more likely to mulligan, especially on the draw. Because they're like trying to find a fast hand, right? So what I'm trying to do is get a hand that can compete with the speed they're trying to propose, right, for the game. This hand is very weak, actually. Yeah, and this hand is actually a weak hand. This is a weak 6. If we keep like 6 lines, we go Zabas, Hangavak, Welding Jar. Is this really what you want to do against Rhinos? Probably not, right? So we're just going to mold this one too. Okay, this hand is not amazing, but it has Saga, the Steerings, Doctor Height 9. So I'm not going to go below 5. But I kind of like the idea of going turn 1 Steerings here. So I'm going to put Worker and Steerings back, and I keep my 3 lines. So my idea is to go turn 1 Steerings, try to find a hate piece, turn 2, play the hate piece. And yeah. So normally we don't go turn 1 Steerings. Still rings. I don't think turn 1 Steerings is very good. What does that gun do again? So that is like a shock, right? This is actually like really good for them to turn 1 suspend Rhinos because it's only 4 turns. Somehow people thought that this was gonna be a fine Magic card. And you know, you have turn 2 Saga, which can make a construct turn 3. If we have a hate piece. Hey, like Raven Christian, I'm doing very good. I was on vacation for like 10 days, so they're gonna suspend Crashing Footholds here. So white only 4 turns. Alright, this maybe changes things, does it though? I mean, we still have like... That's the situation right now. I think we need two Steerings here anyway. So we really want to find a hate piece. If we find a Void Mirror, we need to be able to cast it. So the counters will be like 0-0 on the Osiris. Alright, so we did find the Chalice of the Void. We don't really need to play it right now. We can play it next turn. They do have Force of Negation, so but I guess they cut it, right? For this match. So I might as well just play it next turn, I guess. Make them bounce it. It will not make a lot of difference, but it will be a slight difference. Yeah. So you see, this is the plan, right? Yeah, keeping the first hand was probably okay too. It's not like it's a bad play by any means. It's not probably like a like I was just thinking of the matchup specifically. I think mulligan decisions are more important post-board than pre-board, let's say. So my opponent could have drawn a Force of Negation here. But if I draw Veil of Summer, for example, I can play Chalice, and when they try to bounce, they don't. Do I want to play Scales or do I want to play Hangavak here? Thing is, not having access to Drum means that I cannot really kill. I could kill them turn 4 if I draw line, right? Definitely playing Chalice here. Don't want to play Scales or Hangavak to follow up. I think I like Hangavak. Yeah, it's just my mana a bit better. Deckbot doesn't work? Dang. It does, doesn't it say? I think I like playing the Hang Alive here. Yeah, but they know I have challenge in hands. There's no way they will. They probably like they're probably gonna do this. Yeah, I mean this is what happens. Like they're gonna get some rhinos in play, and that's almost inevitable. So I'm just kind of thinking, how can I, hold? So they're gonna get some Shellization. Oh, Violent Outburst on my turn. Their turn. They could have done in response to the Chalice, but that's fine. So if this gave haste, man, we'd be in like so much trouble here. Alright, so here the play is there's 2 cards left in hand. So the play is very easy Chalice on 0. Play in Moss. Play Scales, play Ravager. So next time we have a kill on the air. I know they have Brazen Borrower. Yeah, I guess both the counters, so you get exactly that's exactly what's happening there. Okay, my opponent has 2 cards left in hand. This coming off suspending in 1 more turn. I like playing the Ravager out here. That means that if they tap out, let's say they, I don't know, Fury, like exactly like this. They exile another Fury. I don't know what's their plan here. I'm glad my chat is able to explain these things. I feel like a proud parent. I mean, my opponent's last card could be like a Dead Gone or something, and then of course we've been quite a lot of trouble. I have 2 options here. So if I stack here, and then on the stack they bounce. So I can make this bigger, right, than this. So I need to assume my opponent's last card must be something. It's just maybe not, It's not something. Could also just put the counters on the Hangavak, but if they have a bounce spell, it's as bad. Huh, so I could eat the Chalice here. But then this... Nah, I'm just gonna eat here. I think my opponent's F6. That's 1 gun in hand and a Brazen Borrower. So if I draw a Walking Ballista, I win. Yeah, it was risky, but dude, there's another Trinos incoming next turn. So I obviously can win right now by attacking. This is an obvious play. Like if, but they have something, right? So should I get Nozzles? Should I get a Zavas? I think we got a Zavas here. I'm gonna play the Reborn. No, I can play the Saga and activate here, make this a 5. I like that. I'm gonna attack with the Ravager here. Yeah, the Reno's coming next turn, so we really want to... So my opponent cannot really kill me here unless they have something crazy. Like they probably play the Raisin Borrower here. Sure. But again, I have Ballistas in my deck, right? That suspends. That goes to Jesus. You may cast it if you want. Trigger. This only blocks flying creatures. So I have 2 cards in hand. They could have Violent Outburst. That will deal me 10. Oh wow, it's just going. So they have exactly Violent Outburst. So this is 8, 11, right? So if you have exactly Violent Outburst, that will be enough to kill me. If I block here, though, it's not. So I think we will... I'm just gonna block with the Construct, you know? If they do... So I can make this a 5/5. Huh. Alright, we go down to 5. My opponent has 2 cards in hand. It could be green card, Force of Vigor, and that's rough. I don't lie to you guys. That's a rough one. Do you guys think they saw this play, that I could make this a 5/5? I mean, next turn they're dead, both from the Igmoth and from the attacks on the ground. So they really need, like, green card plus Force of Vigor. I think they have Rhinos, for all it's worth. That's exactly why I played the Saga, not the... I think I need to attack here, honestly. There's no point in playing any of this. They're dead to these attacks. And they're dead to the Igmoth. And actually, like, okay, Violent Outburst just killed me, but it didn't get a Rhinos in play, so... Alright, so they could have... The only card they could have is Fire Knight. Sorry, Dead Gone. Dead Gone deals 2 damage. So what we do here is we sack this guy. Put the counters here. Now we're playing around Dead Gone. Say yes. Say okay. Then we go sack you. This way they don't get to draw the card. So if they have green card plus Force of Vigor, we don't lose right now here. And now we win. Fuck man, I think I played this pretty well. Yeah, I choked them mates. I moved to 5 too. So now basically what it means is that my opponent does not get to draw the card. Right? There you go. So there was no way, like, playing like this, there is no way they can win. Like, we completely stopped their positioning. Okay, guys, 1 sec. I think my opponent was kind of locked up there, though, because what I could do is just put four counters in the Igmoth and attack. Then eventually need to chump with the Raisin Borrower. And if they don't block with the Borrower, we kill them, right? So they need to chump with the Borrower right away. You know, I could just activate Ingmoss attack, put the counters from the Zavaz onto the Ravage, onto the Ingmoss, right? Alright, so this game one, I like this hand. It has like 2 enablers, Hang of Luck, and Scales. This is what you want. I don't know what my opponent's playing. They didn't show me a companion, so I cannot infer anything. And so this hand looks good. Like, this hand can set up a very easy turn 4 killer with our Ravager. It's a good Saga hand because we have extra lands. And it basically sets us up for a game, right? So we keep this. This is a no-brainer, a good hand. Scales uses mana really well. Probably one of the best decks at using mana in the whole modern scene, I think. Like, we are really, really good at using mana. I always start with Scales first. Unless I suspect my opponent has Force of Negation. Because, of course, that was just legendary. I also start with the Force instead of this, of course. Oh. Alright, we're playing strong, guys. It's the no mulligan Tron. Oh, they did mulligan. So it could be my opponent's playing a Chalice on 1 here. Next turn. It could be E-Tron. So I'm going to respect the E-Tron. And play the Osiris right now. Because I find that if they play the Osiris, I can follow up with Hangluck. Everyone has the Tron, so if they have Conlevated, it's a bit more rough. But with the Ingmoss and the Hangluck, we're still fine. We can Steerings first. I recommend you Steerings first before you make any plays. I used to do this a lot more, like narrating my plays. But it just gets a bit tiring, and I guess sometimes people just say, like, I know what you mean. Alright, so we're playing against the E-Tron people, you can see. So we did well in playing around it. So we play the Hangluck anyway. They're dead to Ravager next turn. They decided to counter these instead of you know, maybe it's smart instead of like getting Tron. I guess they may even have Tron already. Sometimes E-Tron gamers will do this to you. You gotta love it, man. All this dust. My opponent had, let's say, the perfect hand. They could have Chalice, I guess. So next turn we can attack with 1 Ingmoss, put 2 counters on the Hangluck. So it becomes a bigger threat. It would be nice to draw like Ravager or Ballista is a good play. If they somehow play all this dust, I've seen people do this. Because, you know, our only colored permanent is Scales anyway. Hey, Agent DK, how you, mate? If they do that, then we draw Ravager, we win. If they play Swooncoil Ancient and Past, we win. So, you know, we have a lot of options here. So I was saying, Scales are one of the better like decks at using mana. Much more efficient than a lot of other decks. And sometimes maybe not the most efficient way. I'm doing fine, you know, just I came back from vacation today. Had some fun. You know, I'm 2-0, playing 26 land scales. Okay. Yeah, so 26 lands. I'm not super sure of the Horizon Canopies. Maybe they should just be another crack bound pathway and nothing else. Dude, really? For real? Alright, guys. My opponent had the absolute perfect. Let's draw a Ravager. No Ravager. Attacking this feels bad. Dude, what a hand, man. Maybe I should play Damping Sphere. It's kind of I forgot about Tron. This is just incredible. If I attack it, I don't get a lot done. I'll play a Saga here. Go ahead and with Ingmoth Nexus hit them for 1. Maybe my opponent exiles the... So we put them at 9 now. I think that's fine. So they were dead to Ravager here, but I guess they decided to take that. Man, having turn 3 Tron without using the map even is it's kind of brutal. I can cycle these, like they can get another map, get another tower, have 8 mana. Did I die? No, I gave them poison. Right? Oh, Tron, man. I think we should. Okay, I'll do it now before I forget. I think we should have Damping Sphere somewhere in the 75. This matchup is too hard either. Like if you don't have it. Something like this. I mean, if we draw exactly Zavaz, it's also lethal. We have a lot of draws that are lethal, unless my one has another calibrated. Or a Blossom. Oh yeah, they have Blossom. Yes, I just concede, right? Yeah, because they didn't have to crack their map to get drawn, they could just do that. Pithing Needle, Nature's Claim. Void Mirror is kind of ass against them. Maybe on the play you can get them, but I think it's kind of a bad plan. So what do I do not like? Got the Urborg in this matchup because I don't want these members to be cheaper. Got one of these. That won't work. I mean, this matchup is... If your opponent... This matchup is a lot about what they draw. And my opponent had like... Turn 2 Warping Wall, turn 3 Alligator, turn 4... Well, I mean, that they already have that, so... But they actually opened themselves up. No, Welding Jar is good because they play Oblivion Stone. And Blast Zone. Lots of zones. I actually like this hand. It's not super fast, but it's a playable hand. Yeah. Like, I also don't believe... Like, I don't have anything in my deck that is good against them. And this hand is actually a decent, you know, hand. We can get the Ozolys out pretty quickly. Should I play this? I'm gonna play this just in case they bring in Chalice somehow. Or like some kind of removal. I mean, they have this member. Right. Of course, they have the turn 1 map. They're only moving into 6 once again. I think I'm gonna play the Hangavak here. They also play sometimes for the Vigor because they play Kahira, so they can like pay 3 mana. So I'm not gonna make a construct most likely next turn. I'm gonna play Ravager plus make servos. Or even play Ballista plus make these and just hope. Okay, my opponent has the drawn, you know, that's just what it is. I'm gonna attack. So I wanna play the Ballista this turn. So if they have Conlevated again, they'll probably eat the Ballista, but we still can win. So my opponent's gonna Spatial Map this time around. So turn 3 Tron 2 times in a row, turn 3. Of course, had to have turn 3 drawn and turn 4, right? Importantly, they don't have a way to pop an Oblivion Stone. They can play an Oblivion Stone, but they cannot really pop it. And this Welding Jet is making me feel sort of safe. I mean, obviously, Ozolis is just a win here. And my opponent just turtles. Yeah. If they have something like Conlividated Eat Your Hangavac, we can go. We can still go. We can still kill them with the other things, with the Ozolis. If they, yeah, that is my line. My line, and the best line is, of course, they do nothing. They just like draw. Maybe they play Wunko Engine. If they play Wunko Engine, we can kill them with the Blink Moss. If they play Conlividated Eat these, I can also kill them with the Blink Moss. So I think we know. They do play Force of Vigor. Kind of hard to play around that, you know. They're basically colorless decks, so sometimes they just don't have it. Could have made counters on the hanger like there, but it's called Scales Control because we're playing 26 lands. Maybe my 26 lands. Maybe I could play even a second. I mean, how many green swords? I honestly didn't really think about it so much. This list is kind of raw. So I have like 12 untapped green sources. I could definitely go down one more Horizon Canopy, play another Blink Moss. Blink Moss has been impressive. I won a game because of it. And every game is feeling good. You know, what I did is I cut Springleaf Drum. Springleaf Drum, so a bad card, honestly. So we already were playing 25 lines. So I just added one line, really. And I cut the Springleaf Drum for another line. Because Drum, it's just, you know, so awkward when you draw it. It's like, I would rather have a land to play for my turn than to have to tutor for the Springleaf Drum, when I could be tutoring for an Ozolis or a Zavas. And also, since I figured I was playing 26 lands, I figured I could also play Animation Module again. My opponent is a thinker. They're a thinker, you know. And it's been feeling pretty good so far, you know. Like, I'm of course 2-0, but the fact is that Scales missing land drops early, it's really rough. Dude, turn 3 Conlividated again. It's a lot, boys. It's a lot. Dead. Actual dead. Now you're dead, man. Now I drew the Ravager. You are dead. They're like, Conlividated plus 2 games in a row. Second Ravager, nice. Yeah, that was just the most counters possible. I mean, they could have Force of Vigor. I'm not gonna play around that, you know. I'm simply not gonna play around Force of Vigor. Yeah, exactly. Your lines are spells too. Or the Saga is a spell. Yeah, like if they have Force of Vigor, they have Force of Vigor, right? I mean, we really can't play around it. It's so hard. I mean, I cannot let them untap with a Conlividated. It's working, yeah. So I only need to make a 9/9, right? So this is way more than enough, actually. Now I drew the Ravager, Cristiano 7. Football Fiant. We got them, boys. Yeah. Alright, on the draw is much harder. Like, that's for sure. On the draw, do I want the Void Mirrors on the draw? They're like kind of really bad, but you know. I also need to be careful with my own spells. They haven't shown me Counter Great Creator, but who knows. I'm gonna cut all the steerings on the draw. Or on the draw, we need to kind of, we can need to have like a fast hand. Yeah, let's go. So I think our lines have so much utility. Yeah, I know. Like they do have that, but it stops at turn 3 Calibrated, right? So, all right, this is a good hand. We can claim their turn 1 map. We can claim the turn 1 map. Play Ozoli's Saga turn 2. Not worse. A double claim too. Should be probably playing natural state, but I kind of like this also. There's sometimes burn in modern. Just having an opportunity to just kill your own thing. It's kind of good. And gain for life, right? Are we only casting Lures of Urborg? Yes. And 2 Horizon Canopies. It doesn't matter. It's not in your deck, you know? Like, it's literally a card that's not in your deck. That's good. I don't really want to give them so much life, and I have this for red anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play this green. Claim. I think it's a fine play. We can play Void Mirror next turn, and that will turn off their stars. If they don't have a forest. Shit. Dang. This is still not bad, because it means that they need to keep doing this thing. Or just power plant. So maybe we change gears. We go worker. Yeah. They play like 4 forests. That happens. We can play Void Mirror. We just kind of ass. Or we can just play Worker Ozolis. They're not drowning us next turn, so let's play Worker Ozolis here. Or Ozolis Worker, I guess. Next turn we can also play we can play Claim Void Mirror, or we can play... My idea with the Void Mirrors was that if my opponent has a great hand, it's very hard to stop, for me to stop them on the draw. So that's why I got the Void Mirrors. Funny that they... Yeah, I guess it's not bad. I mean, I could have played the Void Mirror here, and if my opponent had a thing. The problem is, next turn I cannot really play all my 1-drops. This can give me Pithing Needle to name Oblivion Stone, most likely. I mean, we do have a pretty fast clock, especially if I draw like a Ballista or something. Counter Great Creator. Alright. I guess they'll play a plant. Yeah. Oh shit, that's a Ballista. I can definitely see myself going for it here next turn. Oh, got shot. Okay, that's not the worst. Got shot, my dude. But this actually dealt them more damage than it could deal me, I guess. I was right. I'm very happy they got shot, my dude. So they have 3 cards in hand. If they have Tron, they play Tron, they have 4 mana, they play Breach. And then it's very hard to kill this. I guess no, it's not true that it's very hard to kill this. Let's play a Ballista. Let's try to aim for the win here. They could have Dismember, but I actually don't think so. If they're playing Gotcha, do they even play Dismember? Oh, wait. So I have the claim to hold up. That means I can actually kill whatever. So hopefully they don't have Tron. They just have Karn plus. Sanctum move in. And they pass. No way they pass, right? I mean, what could they have? They have Conjugate Clear and 2 unknowns. I mean, if they play something ridiculous, maybe play Chalice on 2. Now I'll claim it. Conjugate Clear. Let's see what they do. Huh. If they plus... I think milling a Karn is so bad. They minus. All right. Let's see what they get. And maybe get a breach. Maybe a walking ballista. Engine explosives. All right, then I can get needle 4 explosives. Yeah. Oh shit, I can actually play the Void Mirror. I can actually play the Void Mirror and then they can't cast. I really want to get this guy out of the battlefield, right? If they cast E on 0, you can cast it on 1, I guess, kill the Ozolis. So if I play Void Mirror, they can't really play E. I also can just get Pithing Needle. It's kind of bad. Could get Zavas, claim it, kill here. They play E on 0. I think that's a play. Yeah, I think that's a play. Well, we'll probably get a worker now, Zavas, but you know what I mean. So we need to get this card off the battlefield. My opponent does not have Tron, and they have an Engineered Explosives. But I think it's better to go Worker. Play this. Claim here. I'm 1 mana short, sadly, but Mauler here. Play the Void Mirror. Now they cannot play it for 0. They can play it for 1, though. Karn is off the battlefield. Alright. Ravagers represents 1 counter 2, 6, 8 counters. It's not lethal. So we need to draw like as a Bass. We also need to be careful to tap these to cast the Ravager and give them a life for... Yeah. That's important. So if they play E... Yeah, the thing is they can only play E for 1. And they need to use the forest for it. So this locks out the E. Like E says, you know, they can play for 0 and play 1 mana for this. But then they will be use 1 color, right? So the Void Mirror was alright in the end. Also locks them out of like chaining cantrips. Like they can play a cantrip with the forest, and then I guess they can just keep going. So as long as they don't have Tron, if we draw, Jesus, man. What a hard game. If he draws a bat, it's lethal. Could also have look for Pithing Needle and play. But the thing is, I really wanted to get this. Oh, not even playing it. They always go to their second main phase. Right, never mind. I just have this member. So I don't think I cannot kill them here, so I'm just gonna hit them for 4. Maybe they do have this member. Wilt. Well, that was yeah. So I think the thing is they have E for 1 next turn. So I don't even know if I want to just ping them. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead, ping them. Because if they play E on 1, they can blow up the Oculus. So this is destroyed. And I'm gonna go ahead and play my Iron Ravager. Or my Walking Ballista. If I play a Scales next, if I draw Scales next turn, it's probably lethal. So if I draw Scales next turn, this will be 6/6 attack, put 2 counters, it's 8. But let's say if I draw Scales, this is a 1/1, 4/4, 5/10. It's actually lethal if I draw Scales exactly. But if they E, I lose the Rosalis and I don't get any value, so I think this is better to just play these. One is F6 too, so. Ugh. So we need to dodge Tron. Tron into payoff is the worst, of course. They have E and 3 unknowns in hand. It is symmetrical, if not, it would be great. So now they cast E on 1. That's the last spell for the turn, most likely. So. Alright, that's an Urza Saga. I'm gonna go ahead and attack them. For 1. Probably will pop this end of turn. Play Saga. And I'm gonna play this for X equals 2. So it has colors. So it doesn't get countered. So my opponent pops this right now. I will lead this and have a 2/2. Was it 17? This is a. They don't pop it? Bro, that must be a mistake, man. Then you don't have mana now. Unless they draw Tron. But that means they know they're drawing Tron. How do you know, Cristiano 7? So we can make this Ballista 5/5. Yeah. We can also get a needle for it. Okay, Boimer's making some work. Juanito Viento, hello, man. They actually believe. Like, why wouldn't you pop it there? Like, they're basically wasting their mana. I don't know. Karn the Great Creator. So, how does this backfire? If I just sack. So what can they have? So they didn't play this last turn. If I sack this here, sack this, put 2 counters here, I have a 6/6. So that can kill the Karn. It only backfires if they have Tron in hand. Because then they can pop the. So if they play the Karn and plus, also the Ozolis, if they plus, they kind of minus without losing it. And if they minus, does it matter, this Ozolis? So I think it's, okay, as it is right now, they play it. They plus, I attack them. Yeah, it's not so good. So they play the plus, I attack them. Yeah. I make this a 6-6. Is that good though? To make this a 6-6? Kills the Karn for sure. But if they plus on the Karn, yeah, I guess that's bad, right? I mean, it's doing... Actually, the Voidmir is actually kind of doing work. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. I think sacking the mirror, putting here 2, 4, 6, and just killing the Karn for sure is good. And then I can get to make a construct and get as a bass. Yeah. Mirror also keeps them down a Force of Vigor, which they're running. I guess if they play Will, they don't play Force of Vigor, right? Alright, let's do this. I think this is the best line. So this makes a 6-6er. Make sure the Karn is down. We then have the construct next turn, and we also get a draw step, right? Right, so we kill the Karn, then we make a construct, we get a Zabas next turn. Actually, they can, oh, if they animate this, it's dead, right? Because this is a charge counter. I could have made them be a 2 by sacking the Ozolis, right? Because this Ozolis is kind of virtually dead. Unless they have like Tron land and pop this, I think I'm in a great position right now. Because I also gotta gain a needle eventually, and this also is not doing a lot as long as I have a ballista. And this ballista is gonna be a 6-6. I animated E dice, right? So they plus. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe they get like a... I have one more Nature's Claim on my sideboards. They may get a Sling Breach. Sling Breach. Alright, they're scared, boys. They're scared. But then we'll have like the Ballista, right, that we can pump. Alright. That goes here. Probably gonna cycle that. Should I do it right now? So what is good about cycling this right now? I can also keep it. I mean, if I draw another canopy. Could also put the counters on the construct, so this can attack next turn, right? If they don't draw land, because they'll have 4 cards in hand. Oh, this will not be able to attack. I think no. Yeah, but we're not casting. I got the Urborg as well, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and cycle this first. See what we draw. Just to see our options, right? That's the scales. Now we'll make this a 7-7. Nah, I think getting a construct is better. They also have the E steel, right? So it's better to save it. They were gonna make the construct. They're gonna play the... Or maybe just... Okay, the thing is, if they pop... So they play scales here. And instead of playing the breach, they pop this. Ah, yes, if they have land, So they can go land, breach, and this. Then it's worse. Because if I play this, and my opponent pops this instead. So let's say I play this, I get a Zavas, I stack the Zavas to itself, putting 9, 13 counters, so it's not lethal. So I think I like it more like this. Just make a construct and hit them. Yeah. Hit them for 3. That will probably go through. Chromatic Star resolves. Yeah, construct is better, yeah. I was just thinking, well, like, what would have been? Oh, red? Why red? I guess they have another E. Ancient Encroach. That must be the engineering explosive, sir. Cleansing Wildfire. Alright. You got it. That means they're not playing E. They must have. Sorry, that means that they're not. Alright, Ravager does it, guys. So we can make. This is lethal, right? We play RG Saga, we play Scales, we pump. It's an 8-8, 8, 11. It's lethal, right? Yeah. So land was lethal. They could have. Yeah. Drum player went crazy on mates. I claimed their turn 1 expedition map, but they were not ready for that. Whoa, bros. I actually beat this guy. Shit. It's pretty good. I think I dealt with, like, of course their lines were stuck, but I mean, that's why you play in Nature's Claim, right? Wow. Can't believe we actually won. Pike is still 2 trophies behind. Sadly. Are you guys following the trophy race that's happening here? And this is an insane amount of trophies. I mean, they also just, I think they drop every league that they're not trophying, so it's kind of inflated, I guess, but still. Very, very good players, both of them, of course. It is absolutely wild. Yeah, it's awesome, man. So we're playing against Cristiano 7 again. This is the player we played against the other day in the same league. That's funny. This one is alright. I don't remember what he was on. Oh, yeah, okay. I saw him drop a lead the other day. He was like 2-1 and he dropped. But maybe he's just getting desperate, you know? So we're playing at the same player we just played against. I don't actually remember what he was on. Maybe somebody in chat remembers. Oh shit, it's Sean, you're right. And he was having a... And this hand wins turn 4 with a Ravager, right? So... Yeah, I guess you can also get pretty frustrated by... I'm glad I'm on the play, at least. As you can also get pretty frustrated by the fact that you're, you know... You play and you get turn 3 troned 2 times in a row, and you just die, right? They're fun and all this play we're playing against Cristiano 7. Maybe he's joining the chat. It's taking a while for him to choose. But I mean, honestly, like, Tron is... It's like... Alright, so... They kept 6 very fast after a long hesitation. So this is a turn 4 kill if we draw Ravager, which is always good. Yeah, I mean, it's fine too. Yeah, so we're playing against Sean. So I'm guessing if I play this now, next time I can play these two and tap Hangabag Walker. So I think I'll do that. I think I will keep my Ingmos in hand for now. Kind of weird to draw the second forest here. Kind of lagging. Can you station internet? Right. Alright, so we're gonna play Zabaz, Worker, Hold Up Red next turn. My opponent has turn switch on, we know that for a fact, right? That's a Welding Jar, that's kind of good. So let's play that first. If they have counter Great Clear, it's not so good because they can blast on this, but... So I'm gonna play, I guess Worker first. They're F6. Zabaz. I'm gonna pass here. My idea is to put a counter on the... Can I actually kill my opponent here? I just thought about it. If I sack here, put 3 counters here, 1 here, next turn. Oh, they play an expansion map, so they don't have drawn. Dude, I'm lying a lot. Does anybody else realize? Like, is the stream fine, people in chat? So if I put sack here, this will be 3 counters here, then the counter will go here. 3 more counters on the Inmos, plus 3 here, that's gonna be 8. It's a 2-turn clock, but I think we can do better than that. So I think I can attack with Inmos. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening, but... So we're gonna attack with Inmos. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes... I actually don't know why. I have nothing open. And we're gonna just go ahead and hold double sacrifice here. No X for you. Okay. Now, you know, with Zabaz we have double sacrifice, so... They pop this. They play Urza's Tower. They tap it. It's a Chromatic Sphere. Sitting in Europe, yeah, I guess that helps. Sylvan's Crying. Okay, I think I actually can kill my opponent here, right? Because I can sack this, put here. Oh no, it's better to... So I can sack this, put 2 counters here, sack this, put a counter here, and another counter here, so this will be a 3-3. And this will be 2 counters, there will be 3 counters here. That's lethal, yeah. Alright, so we have lethal on board, guys. Do you guys see it? So I can sack this, make 2 top tiers, sack this, put the counters over here. Then we'll have 3 counters here. There will be 3 counters here as well, and that's 9, right? So unless my opponent's playing main deck Force of Negation, Force of Vigor, we should be winning here. All right. That is so good, guys. Amazing. It's lethal actually even if we didn't attack last turn with Moss, but it was kind of free. I conceded. So I know they're playing Candidate Creator, and I know they're playing Void Mirror was actually kind of decent last time on the draw. I think I got the Urborg. I just think that casting Lord is not the way we win this match. I got a couple for sure steerings. I got animation module. Got a worker as well. Do I want both Void Mirrors? It just seems really bad to draw both, right? But I mean, it's one of our few ways to stop their turn 3 play. Turn 3, like, big play. But if they have a forest, this is also really bad. So let's cut it to 1. I guess on the draw I can leave, got 1 steering. So we can cut a Jar. Jar is a bit sucky against kind of great creator. I'm actually gonna bring in the Void Mirrors. I think on the draw it's fine. On the play, it's a bit less good. I think we can cut 1 Jar. I mean, Jars are actually really good in this matchup. Got an Ozolis, but that's also is so good. Bad is so good. Could cut a Claim. Claim was actually very important last time we played against this player. Steerings, maybe. Okay, let's cut Steerings. Just we don't have a lot of time. On the play, on the draw, I'll change this probably. Play like the 3 Steerings. And cut my Void Mirrors. But I think on the draw, you know, this is Void Mirrors like the only turn 2 play that we have that stops them, right? So this is a good aggressive hand. I mean, this is a turn 3 kill actually. So this is like turn 1 scales, turn 2. Yeah, this is a turn 3 kill. So if they don't kill my Ballista turn 3, I think we have a great shot. If I draw Welding Jar, I can also play a Ravager. Void Mirror will not be great against that. I don't want to give them life, so I'm just gonna play it as a green source and play my skills here. So, and my opponent does not have turn 3 Tron, which, you know, sometimes. Do they have Sylvan Scrying? Okay, they have turn 3 Tron. Oh, they haven't wheeled. Dang. Okay, then it's not a kill, turn 3. I guess I'll play the Bling Moss, play the Hangavak here. I mean, if they're on the play and their play is to you know, kill my scales, is actually fine. That's a star, so that was not turn 3 drawn. It's probably steerings, right? Oh, that's just drawn, damn it. They found it off the... That's another star. Superstar, but he never got far. Maybe has another Nature's thing. It's just nothing. Cool. Okay, that's a scale. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play scales. Maybe I have Oblivion Stone. So I'm gonna play the Ravager. That's lethal in many ways next turn. So if they have a Count Liberated, it's the best place to play the Ravager. And anyway, this is lethal next turn, so they need to have a play here. Actually, they don't have color mana right now. Like next turn, we have a kill with an Moss, probably kill with attack with the Ravager. We have a kill with attack with the Ravager, move counters to Ballista. Also, if we draw second Ravager, it would be a kill. Yeah. So as I'm going to an FNM this Friday, the first actual proper FNM. Oh shit, that's 10 mana. I mean, that's... Ugin, it's like not actually the biggest deal, right? So they can destroy the scales with it. Kind of the Great Creator to follow up. So they can have 2 mana. I guess they can get a breach here. So I can sack the Hangavac, then they get a breach, and then I actually can kill the counter Great Creator with Ingmoss plus the pump from Blinkmoss. We can also get a 2/2 Ballista. And seek what format? Ah, yeah, sorry. Modern, of course. I'm gonna play Scales. Hey, Evan X. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So if I sack here, man, what a series of draws. Yeah, I think we sack. If they get a Ballista and they ping it, it's kind of bad, but yeah. So we want to get this counter clear down. We do have Nature's Claims. It's important to know. We have 4 of them. And if we draw Nature's Claim, we can probably clear up. They can destroy my scale. I don't know why they did minus first. That would have probably been better. Yeah, I mean, this one is like not really like exactly near me, but it's like a 10-minute train ride, so I guess it is near me. Okay, they exile the top card of the library. They minus. So even if they get a breach here, which I have a suspicion they will, yeah, so they'll play the breach. As long as they cannot empty their hand. So I actually can kill the Karn here, which is very, very good. That's one of the... You should always play your manlands first when you're expecting Karn Great Creator. So the thing is here, we'll go here. We will go attack first, the Karn. I mean, next turn I have a ton of mana. But it's fine. So we tag the Karn, we tag the Karn. Dude, this Bleedmoth Nexus has pulled its weight. Now the tags are declared. And now we go target Bleedmoth gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Oh shit, they have the God Shot. Amazing. Oh shit. God Shot, guys. Holy cow. Alright, that's rough. God Shot. Alright. That's fine. So if they mine, I mean, they can mine as a card and get like a 4/4 Ballista, which is kind of rough, and probably I lose. Yeah. Damn it, man! They had to have Wugin into Karn into Breach into Godshot. That was a hand from my opponent. Dude, Godshot from them. I mean, if they have another bomb, I'm gonna concede this game. This is gonna be a candidate, right? Okay. They can just eat the Blink Mouse and then I'm locked out. Okay. Nah, right? I mean, if I just attack with Blink Mouth, they also got shotted. I guess I could have attacked with both. Yeah, I guess the best is to attack with both there. And then that makes it so they got shot. Yeah, it's probably better, actually, right? It's probably better to attack with both. And if they got shot one, I still get the count, the Great down to 1. Yeah. It's probably right. I mean, I still think Void Mirror can be kind of good. Hello, Agent DK. I kind of like my configuration. I think I'll do this on the play. Yeah, if I attack with both, then they gotcha. Yeah. They gotcha one, it still goes down to one. That's actually better, you're right. I just did not expect gotcha, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's what it is. But let's see, game 3. Let's see Void Mirror Mites. I'm trying it against them, and it looked quite good the first time we played it, so... Of course we got the... Okay, that's turn 2 Void Mirror. We can keep. And this also stops them from like playing cantrips and shit, like any star or anything like that they don't cast. So my opponent also doesn't mulligan a lot. So it's rare that they will have both. Oh, they mulligan to 5. I mean, this is a pretty fast kill. It would be nice to find Urza Saga. What's happening in Void? What is the Void Mirror, guys? What is it doing exactly? A mirror does more than reflect reality, it shapes it. Is that really a thing? So I think, I mean... Okay, that means that they will have color mana next turn, so why don't we just go ahead, play Growth, play Hangawak. Next time I can play, if they show me Tron, I can play Void Mirror into make a Hangawak at 3/3. Yeah, and I'm gonna graft here. Hangawak is one of the best ones to graft into. So most likely my opponent's gonna cycle these. They're gonna cast a spell. Oh, it's not Tron. And that's their colored spell, right? So I think here we're gonna play the Void Mirror, put a counter. Could I also be aggressive? Like play Ravager. Is it lethal next turn if I have double Ravager? Let's count. So I put a counter here this turn. That's a 3/3. Next turn, that's not really lethal. Could be lethal if I draw Scales. Or... if I draw Scales, or... what did they look for? A Trumpies, right? Yeah. So it could be lethal if I draw Scales, or... yeah, let's give ourselves a turn. So let's play Ingmas here. Let's play Void Mirror. Let's just put the counter now and pass. Also, Gutshot is prevented by Void Mirror, interestingly enough. So now they cannot really cast their thing. Alright, now I can cast this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cast this for green. Yeah. That's as a Vase. That also could be a Ballista. I think as a Vase is most likely a kill next turn, right? I have 5 lands, so... yeah. So I can play my Ravager, put a counter here. I can also play Ravager and Zavaz. I kind of like that. Need to give them a bit of life, but I'm going for the Ingmas kill anyway, right? So that protects us. Void Mirror protects us from Force of Vigor, and it protects us from all their cantrips, and it protects us from Tron right now. Like they cannot play, like they can play Karn the Great Creator, but that's it, you know? They cannot play free spells, they cannot play Dismember, they cannot play Warping Wall. Very important, all of this information I'm giving you. So now what we do, right, this is for sure lethal, right? This must be lethal. So we play this guy. We activate the inmost. So this will be Ravager stacks here. Puts the counters here. And you know, they cannot really gut shot, as I said. Gut shot is a free spell, so you cannot gut shot through a they cannot force a vigor, they cannot dismember, they cannot I mean, they cannot warping wall, as I said. I really don't know what they can do. So this is 8 plus 2 is 10. Boy, Mirror actually coming through. This 89, thanks for follow, bro. They can't Siemens Sphere guide into Gotcha. That's correct. That is not incorrect. So we played against the same player twice, and we beat them 2-1 both times. But Mirror, man, I think it's worthwhile bringing in against Tron. Like, if you don't have Damping Sphere on your sideboard, it really stops them, because it either becomes like a Damping Sphere in the sense that it doesn't allow them B-Train 4 with a Prime. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. It's not the first time you sub, right? Thank you. You get a dishwasher mode. That's the only thing you get. But, well, you also get me. I don't know if that's worth a lot. Yeah, it was literally this last one. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had a great vacation. I haven't had much time to play since I came back because I was pretty busy with work. You know, a lot of things to catch up on. But now it seems that we are on track again. You're welcome, man. I'll keep making it as long as you guys keep watching. And even if you didn't watch, who am I kidding? Not enough squirrels, but 26 lands though. 26 lands, very good. Guys, in chat, I know there's 17 of you, there's not that many, but go follow Bullen, MTG Bullen on Twitch. He also streams Scales. He's a very good player. Some say better than me. I would say that's probably correct. He plays a variety of Scales, very innovative player, and I'm sure he will stream some other things at some point. He's also very active in the Scales Discord, which is very good. Go follow him. I'll keep this. This hand is one Horizon Canopy away from casting Lurus. Oh my god. Void Mirror, I mean, did you see Bullen? Again, Void Mirror completely wrecked my Tron opponent. And also the timing, you know, you played once they cast, then they use the sphere or whatever, and then they cannot cast any more spheres. It's just great. My opponent moves to 6. We're playing against Audio 336. Oh no, we're playing against Rhinos. Almost for sure. So this is the Rhinos opponent. We could play Steerings. So I think I'm just gonna play Skills though. It's kind of important against your Jeffstone Cavern opponent. Oh, it's Bluetron. Alright, never mind. I was saying it's kind of important against your Jeffstone Cavern opponent to not be behind on tempo, whatever that means. Alright, we're gonna go play this, we're gonna play this, we're gonna do this, and play Hangover Walker. Yeah, I mean, I love that, you know, you start streaming Chalice on 1, Tiny Sphere. Alright, that's a good card. That's a Magic Modern legal card. I'm glad they play my Welding Jar. I can tap this, put 2 counters. I'm gonna do that. I mean, this is very good against us. And especially my opponent stealing the play. The thing is also, they play Expedition maps and shit. That means that they're done this turn, you know, they cannot cast anything else. I don't know. Is it? You tell me. So I think here the play is to play my Ravager out. Ah, okay. I'm not gonna do that though. My opponent can have Karn here, but they do not have Tron. Interestingly, they exile the Tron piece. I have a lot of blue. I mean, I can definitely play as a Bass here and kind of threaten lethal if my opponent does something weird, right? So they have Tron next turn. This could be tricky. This is strong against us. I assume my opponent will counter this. Thing is, if they counter this, are they dead? So we put a counter here. Right, this is 6/6. That's like 12 counters. No, that's a 14 counters. 14 plus 4 is 18. Yeah, they're dead. Alright, so they're dead, right? I mean, all their spells cost 3. There's no way around. I mean, they could have Godshot. No name Nemesis with a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Thank you for the sub. You're a new boy. Great. So this is lethal. Unless my opponent has something very weird. Yeah. They saw it too. They immediately saw it too. They were like, fuck. I've been gotten. Alright, so we're playing against this deck. I think I want Bale of Summer. I definitely want Pithing Needle, most likely. I don't think Void Mirror is very good, but probably Nature's Claim is very good. Yeah, I'm still running 26 land list. It's been working really well. Like, I don't think, I mean, this is a very small sample size. That's 5 matches. In these 5 matches, I have not been mana screwed once. And I played a lot of Sagas, you know, and that's something I think that's kind of good. What is Utron playing these days, guys? What should we expect? Counter Great Creator, I guess. We should expect Mage Chalice of the Void. Should we expect Destruction spells? I don't think so, particularly. So maybe I can just... Let me just look at the random list, guys, so I can... Dude, by the way, here, where is it? Oh, here? What is it, mates? I can find you. There were 3 at the top, almost top 8 that you did. Let's find a Utron list, shall we, boys? Top 16 more plate. Easy peasy. I have no idea, man. It's so low on the... Okay. This doesn't even exist in... Sensitive content. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these welding jars, cut the steerings. And I think leave it like this. I think animation model is decent. I think I want all the threads I can muster. I like lands. I think the steerings are probably bad. Just because if they're not very good against Trinisphere. Welding jar is... Probably they play Counter Great here and all that. So I think this is fine. Battle Summer is also fine. They probably also play these members. Maybe they also play gut shots. Yeah. Yeah, I could be running anything. No name Genesis. We just want to leave a big thank you for introducing me to skills and your dedication to the deck and community. Learned a lot in such a short time. Awesome. That's why I'm here. You know, I worked like 10 hours today. came home, and what I did is come to my boys and girls and everyone in chat to, play some skills for you, and also for me. Design is good. The question is, this hand is great unless the opponent has chalice on 1. So what do we play? The animation module or the scales? And I think the answer is the scales. And I think since I have already a red source there, I'm just gonna play this. Play scales, pass. Alright, my opponent does not commit. So what we're gonna do here is gonna play second scales. Maybe I counters it, remands it maybe. Maybe condescends it too. Okay, that's fine. I have already 1 scales. That's not really that big of a deal. I'm gonna delay. Do I delay? Okay, I'm gonna delay the Ursa Saga a little bit. I'm just gonna make and I'm gonna play this the animation module here. And this way I can play Saga next turn, Worker, make a servo. That's String Sphere. All right. Should I play a Ravager or should I play a Worker here? I'm gonna play the Worker, not expose my Ravager, basically. I don't love String Sphere. Love how Jonas plays with weird. Yeah, I mean, Triathlon is great. If you guys are not following Triathlon, just go follow him, man. So I love watching him. I watch him all the time when I'm making food. He's just such a cool player. Chill. It's no reason to cast my counter spells. Repeal. Costed 3 mana too. Nothing we can do really, right? So just say okay. So we're gonna make a construct. I'm getting pretty close to Tron. Ugh. That's a cool one. I would like to draw but this is gonna be like I can actually attack it. My dude is gonna be pretty big. Warburg, not a bad one. Can make a second construct. Look for the thing, make a servo. Play a second Saga here. Yeah, probably. Could get Pithing Needle and name Karn. So I will get, this will be a 5/5, right? So that means that if they attack and block, the Twin Sphere dies. Yeah, right, they get Breach, and then I have a very hard time dealing with Breach. So I guess just Needle, name Karn, anyway attack Karn, play a second Saga. Because, yeah, they don't have that many, they have a lot of mana, but not that many things to do with their mana, right? So let's just get Needle, Karn, the Great Creator. This is still a 4/4. I'll still attack it, I mean, if I had maybe it's a 5/5, maybe they block and then they get Breach. Yeah, so that's not so good. So I'm just gonna get the second Saga rolling right now. And you see how good it is to have lands, like lands are great. Yeah, I have nothing. So if they minus, they can't minus, right? So discard these Gemstone Caverns. They have Tron. Now they have 5 mana available. Oh, that's a good draw. They could have Dismember here, but I have my Veil of Summer, right? So it's not even the worst. So I'm just gonna kill Karn, attack them. And I think I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna hold up here. I have a 4/4. I think I can just kill them next turn anyway, right? So there's really no rush. Opponent has 2 cards in hand, a Veil of Summer. I mean, they got Mindslaver, I guess. This is conceded. This is it? Oh, shit! Haha! Easy trophy. First league back. 7th trophy. Is it the 7th trophy? Yep. Easy, man. Wow. Shit. Easy trophy, boys. This deck list felt so gas. I mean, I played round 3 times, but all right. So how does people do it to get the? Oh, I can't. Why can't I do this? I want to get a good screenshot. Yeah, that was just a trophy. Yeah, easy, you know. No pressure, you know. Trophies are easy to come by. So this is the list. Boldrazi with a sub. Shit, man. 3 subs today. That's a lot.